Welcome to Tech Simplified by KimaBaby221, the podcast where we break down complex technology into easy-to-understand insights. I'm your name, and today we're diving into a big question. Are VMware alternatives better? If you're managing IT infrastructure or curious about virtualization, this episode is for you. Segment 1, setting the stage. Let's start with VMware. It's the gold standard in virtualization, but it comes at a premium price. Many organizations, especially smaller ones, are looking for alternatives. So, what are the options? And how do they compare in cost and quality? Let's explore 6 popular alternatives and real-world examples to find out. Segment 2, Microsoft Hyper-V. First up, we have Microsoft Hyper-V. If you're already running a Windows Server environment, Hyper-V is a no-brainer. It's included in your Windows Server license, meaning no additional cost for virtualization. Now, in terms of quality, Hyper-V is tightly integrated with Microsoft tools like Active Directory and Azure, making it perfect for Windows-heavy setups. Here's an example. A healthcare firm running a Windows-based electronic health record system switched from VMware to Hyper-V. They saved 50% on licensing fees. However, when they added Linux servers, they faced some performance hiccups. Bottom line, if you're in a Microsoft ecosystem, Hyper-V is a cost-effective and seamless alternative. Segment 3, Proxmox Virtual Environment. Next, let's talk about Proxmox Virtual Environment, or Proxmox VE. It's completely free and open source, with optional support starting at just $95 per CPU socket annually. Compare that to VMware, which can cost thousands per host each year. Proxmox is user-friendly and includes advanced features like high availability and live migration without extra fees. However, scalability can be a challenge for large enterprises. Case in point, a startup with 50 employees switched to Proxmox and saved $10,000 annually on licensing. They were able to run 20 virtual machines easily, but when the company expanded rapidly, they hit some limitations. If you're a small business or startup, Proxmox is a great choice to keep costs low while still getting solid performance. Segment 4, Red Hat Virtualization, RHV. Let's move on to Red Hat Virtualization, or RHV. It's a strong contender for Linux-heavy environments. The subscription starts at $999 per year for 2 sockets, cheaper than VMware but more expensive than Proxmox. RHV excels in performance for Linux workloads, but isn't as user-friendly for mixed OS environments. Take this example. A research lab replaced VMware with RHV for their high-performance Linux computing. They cut costs by 30% and improved performance for Linux-based tasks. But when they needed to integrate Windows applications, it got tricky. For Linux-first organizations, RHV is a reliable and cost-effective alternative. Segment 5, Oracle VM. Now, if your organization runs Oracle databases, Oracle VM might be your best bet. It's free to use, with optional enterprise support starting at $499 per server. Oracle VM is optimized for Oracle applications. A financial institution saved $15,000 annually by switching from VMware to Oracle VM, improving database performance in the process. However, Oracle VM's biggest downside? It lacks the flexibility of VMware for non-Oracle environments. So, it's great for Oracle-heavy setups, but less ideal for diverse workloads. Segment 6, Cloud-based alternatives, AWS EC2. For those embracing the cloud, AWS EC2 is a powerful alternative. It offers pay-as-you-go pricing, which eliminates upfront hardware costs. However, if you're running high, static workloads, cloud costs can add up quickly. For example, a media company shifted from VMware to AWS EC2 for video rendering. They gained scalability but saw costs rise by 25% due to unpredictable workloads. AWS is best for dynamic, cloud-native applications, but be careful with cost management. Segment 7, KVM, kernel-based virtual machine. Finally, there's KVM, another open-source option. KVM is baked into Linux, so there are no licensing fees. It's incredibly flexible, but it has a steeper learning curve. For example, a tech company developing Linux-based applications replaced VMware with KVM, saving $20,000 annually. Developers loved the flexibility, but IT admins found it harder to manage without a UI like VMware's vCenter. KVM is a developer's dream, but requires expertise to maximize its potential. Segment 8, the verdict. Alright, so are VMware alternatives better? It depends. For cost savings, Proxmox and KVM lead the way. For Microsoft shops, Hyper-V is a seamless fit. For Linux-heavy environments, Red Hat Virtualization shines. And if you're using Oracle applications, Oracle VM is the way to go. But for large-scale enterprises with diverse workloads, VMware's advanced features and support might justify its higher price. That's it for today's episode of Tech Simplified. Remember, the best virtualization platform depends on your specific needs and budget. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your colleagues. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep exploring and simplifying tech.